All right, it is finally time for me to review the Osmo Action. You're right, this is a GoPro Hero 7. Hold on. Peter, do you mind if I can I borrow your action?
What do you mean?
You know, I don't have an Osmo Action yet. Do you?
The Osmo Action. You were like, can I borrow the action? Like, what does that even mean? Like, is that some weird kinky thing? Like, I don't know, what is that?
Can I just borrow it, man?
You don't have it?
No, I don't have an action.
You want mine?
Yeah, can I? Just for
You want mine to make a video for you?
It's just for like a review.
Yeah, it's okay. Boop, there it is.
Oh, thank you. Can I? Do you mind if I review
it? Man, go nuts.
All right, you know how you have that jet ski? Do you mind if we can I borrow that?
Borrow my jet ski?
No, it's fine.
Do you want to sleep in my bed tonight too? Is that what you like? This is getting weird, man.
It's fine. Don't even worry about it. No, but actually, do you want to go on the jet skis?
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Good little audio check here. How's the audio, guys? Having a great time right now. Just a great time. So apparently Peter thinks it's a good idea to do this river run and go under this bridge. I'm pretty sketched out by this thing. You sure about this, Peter?
You gotta get low.
Get low?
You gotta get real low.
Wait, what?
Like,
I'm putting on the brakes. Are you serious?
oh yeah.
Oh no. Okay, you show me how it's done. Oh my gosh, he was not joking. You literally have to like duck. All right, wish me luck. I don't want to decapitate myself. Oh my goodness. I made it. Oh. You can hear cars driving above us right now. Just rumbling along. Fun fact, I also just realized there's a delay on the front screen. Huh, that's interesting. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, but it's still nice having a front screen. He soaked me! I didn't bring a towel! Oh no! I feel so bad for soaking him. Totally did not mean to do it. It was a complete accident. I apologize, Peter. I think he's mad at me. He ran up. No, I'm just kidding. He's not actually mad. Now back to some jet skiing. Oh! You okay there?
yeah, I'm just getting some sun. Yeah, trying to get some color.
In the wetsuit.
That's a good point.
Oh, I love Peter.
For my face.
All right, I guess there's only one test left for an action camera, and that is to go film in the water. Feels good.
Oh, my jet ski's so far away.
Don't lose that one. Oh no, mine's all the way over there. I really hope I don't drop this because, first of all, it's not mine. Second of all, I don't want to lose the footage. I should invest in some sort of floaty thing. This is what summer is all about. Man, I love summer. All right, we had a great time. Well, always fun jet skiing with Peter. Time to get some lunch and then we'll get to the review.
Just like full Canada right now. I feel like while I eat this, I can hear the anthem.
Poutine, for those of you who don't know. Otherwise known as just fries and cheese.
And gravy. That's like the staple ingredient. It melts the... Google it.
Thank you. That was delicious.
You're welcome. You paid. Thank you. It was delicious.
All right, let's get to the review. All right, so that was my very first time ever using the Osmo Action from DJI, and it was an interesting experience. The reason why, even though this is very late, The reason why I'm talking about this camera is because so many people were saying that it's the GoPro killer. And that made me a little bit skeptical because GoPro's been doing this for a long time. It's not like they're new to the game. And this is DJI's very first action camera. I think it just shut off. This is their first action camera, so usually the first camera, first iteration of a new product isn't always the best. So going into testing out the Osmo Action, I am pretty skeptical. I haven't actually looked at the footage yet. I will look at it soon, but first I want to do at least one more test against the GoPro because that's really the question. Should you get the Osmo Action or should you just get a GoPro like we have been for so long before this? And initial thoughts just from using it on the jet skis, I love the front screen. It's a great idea. I'm surprised GoPro hasn't done this before. That's a really great innovation. The one thing though I didn't like is that to switch from the front screen to the back screen is this side button. You have to hold it for 2 seconds. Now if you don't hold it for 2 seconds and you just press it or press it by accident, it changes the mode that you're filming in or shooting in. And so in the beginning I was definitely accidentally changing the mode, and I haven't checked the footage, but I'm pretty sure I screwed up at least a few different clips just filming in completely wrong settings because I just quick pressed it instead of holding it for the 2 seconds to change from front screen to back screen or from back screen to front screen. Now that's not that big of a deal. That's kind of user error. You get used to that. But the bigger thing was that I realized there's a delay, and probably everybody already knows this at this point. It's really interesting. There isn't that much of a delay if you just have it recording like this. So like wait. So you can see my hand, there's like a little bit of a delay. But then once I start recording, it goes black for a bit because look at this delay. I really noticed it when I was using the front screen here. It's the same delay. I was recording and then I would look over at the camera, and in the footage I would still be looking forwards on the jet ski. So that was really tripping me out. So that's something, I think they're going to be able to figure that out with firmware updates, but that's not the best thing. You would ideally not have any lag like on the GoPros. So that's the first thing that worries me. Other than that, it was a great experience. And as long as the footage looks great, I had no other issues with the Osmo Action, which is surprising because again, it is a first iteration. But the real question everybody wants to know, should you get this or should you get a GoPro? So let's do a little quick head-to-head challenge. Let's see what the differences are in the two action cameras. All right, we got the GoPro Hero 7 and we got the DJI Osmo Action. Here's a nice bright sunny shot, and you can see the differences in the two cameras, and also you can hear the difference in between the audio. So we got the GoPro audio now, and then now we have the DJI Osmo Action. Now we got this little shady look, so you can compare those, see what that looks like. And really what I'm most curious about is who has the better stabilizer, because the GoPro really impressed me with the stabilization, and I've heard the Osmo Action is really good too. The only thing is, you can see it right now, there's a big difference in between crops. So the GoPro is a lot wider than the DJI Osmo Action, which again, that's a downside for me. I like having a nice wide angle when I'm using an action camera trying to capture snowboarding, skateboarding, jet skiing, whatever. It's nice having that really wide shot. So yeah, I'm curious, is it better stabilization because it is a little bit more cropped in. All right, we're gonna do a little skateboard test, and Matt's gonna run behind me. It's a very hot, sweaty day, so I apologize, Matt, for making you run on the hottest day of the year so far. Backwards running. Run, Matt, run. I'll just do a little bit of selfie filming here for the stabilizer in non-extreme conditions, like Matt running behind me. And then also I'm curious, how does the sound work, and is there any weird quirks? A lot of times, for example, with the stabilizer, if you do this action, they don't like it very much. It gets a little bit wonky. So yeah, all right, let's head back to the office and compare the two. Seems like a good low light test in here. Not very much going on, so let's see which is better, GoPro or DJI in low light. Alrighty, let's finally get to this unscientific review episode. I'm really scared. Look at this can. The other day I was walking in with 3 whole cases of these club sodas. Just got inside and they were spraying everywhere. We lost like good 10 cans. It was not a good time. I'm hoping this one doesn't explode all over my face. That's dope. It's one of those dud ones where it doesn't open up. Okay. It's the warmest day of the summer. That's why I'm not turning off the AC. I apologize if your audio isn't perfect, but I care more about the editors at this point than the audio being perfect. Okay, Osmo Action. Let's start from the beginning, and really what we care about is comparing it to the GoPro because that has been the gold standard up until now. And first off, let's talk about image. Honestly, the little footage that I did see before this, I was gonna say that the GoPro looks better to me, but after reviewing what I shot, I think the Osmo Action actually has a better image. I like the way it looks better. There was more dynamic range, the colors look better. The only downside is that you do have that little punch and it's a little bit more cropped in with the hyper smooth, wait, what are they calling it? Rocksteady and the Osmo Action. So yeah, it's a bit of a toss-up, but overall, I think I would give the image quality to the Osmo Action, which was very surprising to me. I guess I shouldn't be surprised because their drones are great, but still very surprising to me. There was a little bit more detail in some of the shots on the GoPro, I think. Like if you look at the brick walls, you can see more like texture in the bricks on the GoPro. So, but overall, I think the DJI image just looked better to me, which was very surprising. I was not expecting that at all. Now, stabilization, I was so impressed with the GoPro Hero 7 stabilization, still in, it's incredible. So I definitely thought that the Osmo Action wouldn't be as good. But again, I was wrong. The Osmo Action is better, and maybe that explains for some of that extra crop, just because it is a little bit more cropped, they're able to stabilize it even more. But the stabilization on the Osmo Action, I can't believe I'm saying it, is better than on the GoPro Hero 7, which is crazy. I still can't believe that you can just like run leisurely following like something like skateboarding, and it looks like gimbal shots. That's insane. I can't wait for that technology to be in these cameras. It's gonna be amazing. Low light, again, I would say the DJI looked better. I didn't do a ton of, this is an unscientific review. I didn't do a whole bunch of tests, but from what I saw, the Osmo Action was better in low light. Mounting options. I very much, first of all, enjoy the fact that the Osmo Action uses the same mounting system as the GoPro stuff. So all of those accessories that we already have work perfectly. Very, very smart of you guys. And I actually think this little twist lock thing is really, really brilliant. Just so much easier to switch from one mounting accessory to another. It just makes a lot of sense. Well done, DJI. Sound quality, which isn't either of these cameras' strong suit, I would give to the GoPro. I think the sound was better on the GoPro Hero 7. So if you are planning to talk to the camera a lot, I would first of all recommend getting some sort of external mic, but if you don't have an external mic, I do think the GoPro Hero 7 was better for audio. And then price, they're very similar priced. Right now it looked like the Osmo Action is about $350 and the GoPro Hero 7 is about $360. But the Osmo did come with a memory card, which the GoPro doesn't come with a memory card. I remember when I opened the GoPro box and I was like, where's the card? And there's just no memory. I don't understand. You should definitely include a memory card with something like this. So yeah, price again goes to the DJI Osmo Action. Now this is a very quick review of the Osmo Action. If you want a more in-depth, a little bit deeper dive, I highly recommend that you watch my friend Potato Jet's review on the Osmo Action. He did a really, really good job. But in my humble opinion, a lot of people have been saying that the Osmo Action is just gonna destroy the GoPro and GoPro's gonna go bankrupt and they're gonna be gone and we're gonna be like, hey, remember those GoPros, I think they were called? I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think there's that drastic of a difference. Now, I do think it's very impressive that the first iteration of DJI's action camera is this good, and they're already doing things like the front screen that GoPro hasn't done yet, even though they've had so many years to be perfecting this little action camera. I think it's awesome to have competition. I think it's only gonna make things better because really GoPro hasn't had legit competition until now. The Osmo Action is chiming in. Competition always makes for better products for us as filmmakers and creators, so that is incredible. But I do have to say that I enjoy using this 360 camera so much more than either of these action cameras as an action camera. I couldn't care less about uploading 360 video content, but using this 360, this one's the Insta360 One X, using this for an action camera like I did last weekend when I was on the jet ski, it is so fun to use. You literally just put out this long pole, you can put it in any direction, you just click record, put it in any direction, a whole bunch of shots, and then in post you just choose the exact perfect angle. Whereas when I was out there jet skiing with Peter today, I'd be like filming myself, the stick, making sure I'm getting the shot, then I'd be trying to like drive the jet ski and trying to switch the camera around the other way, and then I try to film Peter, then I try to do the same thing again, and it was not as enjoyable of an experience as using something like this 360 camera as an action camera. So in my humble opinion, I think the future of action cameras is not either of these. I think it's actually 360 cameras. But if you are looking for just purely an action camera that you can throw around and not worry about, for example, this isn't waterproof, so you do need to be careful with it. If you have a GoPro right now, I don't recommend that you sell it and you get an Osmo Action. But if you don't have anything, I think I would probably actually go with the Osmo Action right now. The only thing that I would miss is having that little bit of a wider frame. I almost wish the Osmo Action had like two different versions of their stabilization. One with a little bit less stabilization, it would be less cropped, and then one with more cropped and more stabilization. But again, for almost the same price, you can get something like this 360 camera, and it is really, really cool. I love that you don't even get the stick, the GoPro pole in the shot. You literally just, it looks like you have this floating drone. And so many of you were asking, how'd you get those shots? Well, it's just this little 360 camera. Anyways, that's it for this episode of Unscientific Reviews on the Osmo Action. Very impressive camera, especially for a first iteration. And now I am gonna go on a date night with my wife. I think I deserve the evening off, so that is it for this video. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Peter, for letting me borrow the DJI OSMO Action. Very generous of him, very generous. Bye. Have fun, okay?